Hello folks, I thought I'd do an update video. Today what we're going to be looking at is, you see I've shorn my eyebrows because they were getting a little bit rampant in the mornings, and giving me a bit of a tweak as well, and a bit of a, chrome dome, so what we have been working on with today, recently, is this. It is everything but a Seiko in name, a very, very high quality Epson chronograph watch on a thick calfskin hide strap. I paid £10 delivered for it. It came by Hermes, which wasn't cheap, no doubt, and I am pleased as punch. That is absolutely spot on. And it keeps perfect time, so we'll take that and we'll go have a look at another Commandersky as well, in the video. And so I had an itchy nose there, oh no, I've got coronavirus, I've got an itchy ear, and we'll see you on the conclusion. See you in a bit. Now there's the back. It's quite unadorned, what we're going to do is, now look at this hide strap. Look how thick that is. That's like very thick. And it is calf hide. So here we go. Here's a close-up look at the running side of it. There's the, as you can see, there's the split. Now if you watch the split, it hits the top mark exactly the same as the tick on the second. So let's stop that. You have to excuse my there she goes. That's what they call it, a high hand, because the second hand doesn't use it for a second. The second hand's on this dial here. But I mean look at that. That is, that cost me £10 delivered. What a cracking watch. What you have here is the Epson Y92A, which is exactly the same. It's just basically an Epson marked Seiko 7T92A. So there you go. Look at that. That is a, those Seiko branded ones are very expensive. So I have got a bloody good watch there. Anyway, back up we go. So recently I showed a Commanderskie movement dial in a Amphibia case, which I got a bit stitched up for. But here we go. It's actually in its proper case. Look at that. It's like a brand new watch. I mean, well, the dial and that, is in very good condition. And what makes this difference is that the submarine is down there instead of up there, as in other ones. So it's also got an incredibly good loom. And thanks to Mike at Retro Watches, I put the red pit back in, to his idea. Just put the paint pen in and just give it a wipe. So thank you, Mike. It's on a multi-grain rice, cheapo Chinese bracelet, but I'll tell you what, it looks like £1,000,000. It really does. It's a really nice addition to the fleet. I'm very, very pleased with that. So I will leave that and we'll finish this up. So there you go. Watch. I'm very pleased with that. As you can see, that's in the macro view, shall we say. So that is a worthy addition. I mean, this cost me £22, which for what it is, you think about it, a brand new Commanderskie is costing you $40. So I think I've got a deal for all I had to do was a little bit of work, which I was quite happy with. I'm in the process of sterilising the dial of my 090 Amphibia. I've got some other Amphibia cases, and I've actually got a new Amphibia 090 case, which I have got some stuff coming from a company called Commanderskie.com, in Russia, and I've bought some new amphibia hands, like the arrow ones, like with second hands, like, you know, some new crystals with the gilt ring, not the chrome ring, gives it a bit more like bling, or, you know, and a few other bits, and a special tool for undoing and doing up the old what's it, the back plates. Like, even though I use, like, you know, a screwdriver or something like that, you're not supposed to, it scratches the metal, like, you know. So still here, like, you know, like, everybody's, like, you know, just been complete idiots, like, you know, with the coronavirus, like, you know, I'm sorry to say. Like, you know, Boris Johnson and some of the other cabinet staff have now got it. Oh dear. You know, perhaps but then, you know, they won't ever feel it because they've got private medical care, you know, thanks to, like, you know, the taxpayer. I mean, like, you know, these people, they have the same care as the Queen. I mean, at our expense, and I don't think that's right. I reckon we should make them use the bloody NHS, because, like, you know, and then they can feel, like, you know, the pain that we have to feel at their hands. But of course they won't, like, you know. He'll be in the Brompton Hospital if he goes down, like, you know, with Prince Charles and everybody else, like, you know, because that's where, like, all the rich people and the royals go, is Brompton Hospital and Earl's Court, like, you know. And we're talking about £1,000 a day, like, costs just to be there. It's, you know, but, you know, like, I mean, this is what capitalism does to a country. Capitalism, you know, does not, when it's allowed to go out of control, as it has done in America and it has done in Britain, like, you know, it wrecks economies, because the greedy just get too greedy and they know that nobody's going to stop them. And the NHS is in trouble, not because of anything else, but because of the Tories stealing the money. You know, and they've been closing them down, they've been selling the land off, like, to build property developers and pocketing the difference, skimming off the top, becoming middlemen, skimming in the middle, like, you know. This is what happens, you know. They've been allowed to get away with it, and, you know, the people should be absolutely angry as hell, saying, you know, you can't do that. You know, how dare you? You know, we paid into that. How dare you steal from us? And the elderly, the ones that are being most neglected, they have been paying since after World War II. Like, you know, so why are they having to pay not once, not twice, but 3 times or more, just because, to keep the Tory bastards happy? Anyway, that's that, like, you know. So back to watches, like, you know, I've kind of wound down. I've got one Kommandersky coming, like, you know, which I've got on a very cheeky bid. I've had a bit of problems with a lady in the Ukraine who, like, tried to, like, get me to pay Western Union, which I'm not paying. And a few other things. I'm a bit worried about, like, how, like, a cat has now contracted coronavirus from a human. And a dog has done as well, so this is something we need to be keeping an eye on, because I would hate to think that I'm going to kill my cats, like, you know. And I think that, you know, that up where Steffi and Shana are, like, you know, my granddaughter is, like, it's beginning to explode, because, like, you know, little and it is beginning to, like, you know, sound quite poorly, so, you know, I may end up having to fly up north, like, or something. So, right, I'll catch you in the next one. Stay healthy, stay away from people. I mean, if somebody was, like, you know, you're not sure about, just turn your head like that. Like, keep your mouth shut, like, you know, because your nose is designed in a certain way to actually shield you. So if you're like that, like, you know, so anybody splutters, as long as you, like, breathe out at the right time, it won't go up there. And keep your ears, like, away from people as well, you know. Keep yourself distant. I mean, if somebody starts getting into my personal stuff, I don't care if it's the most amazing looking bird in the world, like, you know. I keep a distance. If somebody steps into my space, I step back. My head's turned like that. Mouth is shut. I'm not touching stuff and putting it to my mouth. You know, if I feel like I want to touch myself, like, if I want to, like, scratch my nose or something, I do it like that. Like, you know, and I do it downwards. I don't do it upwards, because you do it upwards, you got any germs, poof, up it goes. You do it downwards, like, you know, Like, you're wiping stuff away, not wiping stuff in. You know. But these are sensible things that people just are not doing. Anyway, big shout out to, like, you know, Simon and Gary and everybody else. Like, you know, bit of a result on the Reliant getting six months bonus MOT. So, you know, I'm pleased about that, because that's taken the pressure off me a bit. Like, you know, because I was worried about that. So, you know, it's not all been doom and gloom. And, like, you know, one very manly, very, very high quality Epson branded Seiko chronograph, high hand chronograph, and I am pleased as punch, because I can tell you this, I could probably sell the movement and that for about 30 quid, and I'm not going to, because this is going to be one of my wearers. Anyway, see you in the next one. Stay healthy, be lucky.